And Roulette did not get the memo. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Roulette did not get the memo. Whole lot to unpack in this episode. We got strippers giving it up in the private room, or in the intro's case, the champagne room. But Pynky's version of the champagne room, we got strippers giving it up. We got surprise threesomes. We got NDAs. We got open marriage, I guess. We got ruined threesomes. So not only is there a surprise threesome, there is a ruined threesome. A lot to get into it, man. So before we get into it, hey, if this is your first time here, please do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button. And for those who are returning viewers, as always, I appreciate the view. And let's just keep rocking, man. Let's keep this momentum going. Anyway, let's get into it, man. It's only 3 episodes in, and we can already see that Pvalley about to take us to a wild place if this is what episode 3 is giving us. Hot damn. All right, so open the scene. Let's get into it. We got Roulette, played by Gail Bean, who was more famously known as Wanda from Snowfall. We have Roulette giving a private dance, and this dude has like cinder block height money, just throwing it down. And Roulette is, got butterball naked, basically. I mean, in the previous season, and even some episodes, we've seen women be topless. But nah, Roulette is in the full nude, all right? She in the full nude, and the guy's getting the moment. He's getting hot and heavy, and he is trying to do more than just look and touch. He wants some action. He's about some action, yo. Pause if necessary. Yeah, man. So anyway, he throws a few more stacks at it, and you know what? Before you know it, Roulette is going downtown, staying there for a while. Yeah, it was going down. So she's out there giving up that sloppy toppy. If your money long enough, you can make some things happen. And I think that was one of several reoccurring themes here. If your money long enough, you can make some things happen. Say it with me now. If your money's long enough, you can make some things happen. And this is what was going on. And as I mentioned, first case, as I mentioned, the way the episode opens up, Roulette is breaking one of Uncle Clifford's rules, which is no sex after Pynk. And Roulette, being one of the newbies here, immediately broke that rule. So 3 episodes in, and Roulette is already on some other stuff. So that's going down. Another scenario with this reoccurring theme for this episode is Mercedes. Once again, despite the healing hands of Diamond, Mercedes' shoulder is still bothering her. So it's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna finally take that professional coach. He's like a coach for some professional team out there in Memphis. Some league. They didn't necessarily say NFL or NBA, but apparently whatever this guy is a coach of, his money is long enough to do some things. So Mercedes is finally like, yo, my body is breaking down. My shoulder about to be fucked up. I'm gonna mess around and have another fall if I keep doing this. So she finally gives the coach a call and it's like, look, I need that sponsorship you was talking about. Does that offer still stand? And he was like, that offer stands. But this is where the money long part comes into play. The guy, if I'm not mistaken, offered to pay Mercedes $10,000 a month, and she can have her own luxury apartment or whatever the case is, and in exchange for sex. The guy could come through the apartment whenever he wants, and him and Mercedes got to get to it. So that's the agreement, but not a wrench in the plan, but the condition that Mercedes has is, I want your wife to be present when we talk about, this sponsorship stuff. So he makes it happen. So just to keep along with that storyline, you got Coach's wife, Can't remember her name. I think it's Francine. But anyway, Coach's wife, and Mercedes, they all meet, and Mercedes is signing all these forms and NDAs and things of that nature. Just to protect, I guess, the guy's reputation, just in case things go south. So she signed the NDAs, and at first the coach's wife is clearly cold to her for obvious reasons. So anyway, the wife knows that her husband is, had many, women outside of their marriage, and for whatever reason, she is still there. I'm not sure if he has like one of the best damn prenups that he's ever signed or what, but for whatever reason, the wife is still along for the ride. It's like the wife is not, walking away. I'm assuming there must be a prenup involved, because otherwise, I don't see why she wouldn't just get a divorce and take what's, rightfully hers, at least, financially. Not rightfully, that's the divorce and what people are owed, that's a different topic. But, otherwise, I'm sure she would have just got the divorce. But nevertheless, she's cold to Mercedes for obvious reasons, because this is the first time she's officially meeting one of the soon-to-be side chicks of her coach husband. So she's cold for obvious reasons. That is until Mercedes is giving the wife compliments about how nice her photography work is, because she notices some. And on top of that, that kind of opens the door for some type of friendship or camaraderie to happen between the wife and the side chick, in this case, side chick being Mercedes. This was a crazy storyline, man. Crazy storyline. And so when you think the deal's done, after she signed papers and so forth, the coach, and I think it's a setup. Y'all let me know what you think. I think the coach and his wife are into some freaky stuff. And this is like some weird sexual role-playing scenario that they wanted to act out. And of course, this is, if you've seen this episode, you see why. It's like all of a sudden, after all the NDAs are signed, the coach just simply, says to his wife, man, Mercedes is one of the best strippers. You should watch her dance, watch her do her best tricks in the on this pole. And yes, this luxury souped up apartment has a pole in it. So hesitant at first, but she soon or quickly agrees. Mercedes does her best dance number, and I'm still anxious and hoping that she doesn't fall. The directors are doing a great job of building up that anticipation, or that just that suspense if Mercedes will fall on this pole or not. But nevertheless, she knocks it out of the park. She's looking sexy as ever dancing on this pole. And before you know it, she is about to give the coach a lap dance. They're getting hot and heavy with this lap dance. Mercedes is getting topless. And when she looks up, the wife is also topless. You can't tell me that wasn't a setup from this freaky open marriage wife-husband combo. That sounds like a setup for a threesome. I think they set Mercedes up for the threesome to happen. And Mercedes is down. It's like, we're getting into a hot and heavy threesome scene, and then it's, ruined. Well, I don't want to say ruined, because it was definitely an emergency. But the threesome has to end because she gets a call from the police, and it's her daughter is pulled over because she's driving around with her step. And when we go to the Dirty Dozen tour, another interesting part of the episode, they actually are hitting their clubs or whatever, hitting their spots. And Keyshawn and my guy Murder, they are just making it rock. They are rocking every club that they leave. Murder has all these groupies who want to just come lay up with him. And of course, he is turning them all down, nose in the air, everything, and we all know why. And it's going down. But the thing I found interesting is, I do think this particular thing of this storyline is, I think just like secrets just catch up with you. I mean, I do agree that, if you're gay and you're just not comfortable enough trying to come out, I do believe it is that person's right to either not come out or come out whenever they're ready. In this case, Murder is clearly not ready to come out, and that might bite him in the ass because his former friend who he fell out with last season runs into him again and already knows what's up. That friend already knows what's up. He's throwing these jabs in public now, talking about he's going to come out with an album called Trade Tales and stuff like that. So, I'm rooting for Murder. I stand by what I said a couple of episodes ago. Some of the songs on this Pvalley soundtrack, I don't know if he's going to say soundtrack, but some of the songs in these shows that Murder is performing, they sound better than some real rappers out there. I ain't gonna hold you. So, and when we go to the Dirty Dozen tour, another interesting part of the episode, they actually are hitting their clubs or whatever, hitting their spots, and Keyshawn and my guy Murder, they are just making it rock. They are rocking every club that they leave. Murder has all these groupies who want to just come lay up with him, and of course he is turning them all down, nose in the air, everything, and we all know why. And it's going down. But the thing I found interesting is I do think this particular thing of this storyline is, I think just like secrets just catch up with you. I mean, I do agree that, if you're gay and you're just not comfortable enough trying to come out, I do believe it is that person's right to either not come out or come out whenever they're ready. In this case, Murder is clearly not ready to come out, and that might bite him in the ass because his former friend who he fell out with last season runs into him again and already knows what's up. That friend already knows what's up. He's throwing these jabs in public now, talking about he's going to come out with an album called Trade Tales and stuff like that. So, I'm rooting for Murder. I stand by what I said a couple of episodes ago. Some of the songs on this Pvalley soundtrack, I don't know if he's going to say soundtrack, but some of the songs in these shows that Murder is performing, they sound better than some real rappers out there. I ain't gonna hold you. So, I kind of, I definitely empathize with Murder for that because once again, I know that's just a hard hurdle to get over if in this alpha male macho rap world that we're in, and that's what Pvalley is trying to portray. I did like the moment where you see the connection, or how Keyshawn is definitely holding Murder down in terms of keeping his sexuality secret, one, but in addition to keeping that a secret, she's playing along with the role. She's acting as if she's a legit girlfriend of Murder. And that's just going to end badly, and we all know why. They're posting all these, flirty little pictures on the gram and all through their social medias. Of course, that's going to get back to Derek, and we all know how unstable Derek is. That's really not a hot take, but I do definitely, I don't even want to use the word predict, but we can all see that coming. I highly doubt that Derek want to step to Murder, because Murder now has this unstable goon, his damn self. What was his name? Big T. I think it's Big T. Although unstable, he might need to get his knuckle game up, because homeboy who was having all those under the radar gay jokes about Murder, he was kind of giving it to him a little. He kind of gave it to Big T just a little bit, and Big T kind of rallied back towards the end of that fight. But still, yeah, T might have to get his hands up. I did find it funny, and I think we also can say, we can refer to Teak as Big Teak, aka nigga feminist. That was hilarious from the one female who was looking to have sex with Murder, obviously. So Big Teak, aka nigga feminist, may need to get his hand game up or knuckle game up, because he struggled just a teeny weeny bit at the beginning. And our final two storylines that I found very interesting within the show. One is this thing that's going on between, now we have Patrice versus this interim mayor, Governor Kyle. Governor Kyle has ordered some type of, what do you want to call it, amendment or some type of rule that says, or law rather, that Patrice can no longer hold church service because of COVID restrictions. They can't gather that close anymore. So he's putting some type of rule to shut down the church. And of course, this comes in retaliation to Patrice trying to show up Governor Kyle at that outside meeting. I think that's going to get hairy. We definitely know the true colors of Patrice. And although I'm definitely not a fan of Patrice, I don't like Governor Kyle all the same. But I do think Patrice may have a couple of tricks up her sleeves when it comes to Governor Kyle. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. As a one cop says, you mess with the wrong neighbor. And Patrice's comeback, I may have messed with the wrong neighbor, but y'all messed with the wrong woman. I'm going to just keep it safe and say woman, but we all know what she said. And the final one, I do think, once again, not a hot take, just, I guess, a obvious prediction. I'm sure we all see the writing on the wall that Mercedes may try to make it a point to have her daughter, estranged daughter, live with Mercedes. There's, the father had passed away. The legal guardian is apparently drunk all the time or has become an alcoholic. And so unless Mercedes steps in to take care of this child, that's just going to be someone going into the foster system. So I really feel like there's going to be no choice but for Mercedes to take her real biological daughter in. And I think that's going to be the daughter's way back into dance, because it's like, your previous guardian was a drunk, and that's the only reason why I thought, you couldn't do dance anymore, because that's what she wanted to happen. I think the daughter's going to get back into dance. I think they're going to have a strong bond. I think that's going to develop into one of the feel-good stories within Pvalley. Once again, I thought this was, although it's only 3 episodes, this clearly has to be the best episode. Like I said, we have halfway threesomes. We have roulette busting it wide open in the private rooms for a little bit extra money. And we have a face-off between Governor Kyle and Patrice. And we have, I think, the obvious coming to reality of Mercedes becoming a truly irresponsible mom in some form or fashion. Once again, I think this episode was dope. I'm loving the second season. Love it or hate it. That's just my opinion, folks. Peace.